Hello, everyone. This is Mike Thorne, and we're exploring human transformations. Now, as we build out the content for this, I wanted to share a little bit about what that means. So bear with me. When you talk about exploring human transformations, I'm talking about in your home life, your work environment, and in your communities. And I believe when you do this, you'll not only transform yourself, you'll transform all the relationships and the people you connect with. Now, to give you some examples about what transformations you do go through in life, and a couple topics we'll explore throughout this journey of exploring human transformations. There are personal ones, there are business ones that you go through in life. So, for example, for me, I played Little League Baseball. When I was 9 years old, I watched Hank Aaron break Babe Ruth's home run record. When I watched that moment and saw the excitement around it, I realized I want to be a professional baseball player. So I went through several transformations from Little League Baseball to Babe Ruth to high school to college and played a little bit of semi-pro. I didn't make it to the pros, but I went through. But even though it was still baseball in all these segments, I had to transform each time I went through them because I had to feel like, how do I belong? Do I belong? Can I belong? And we'll talk to people who have lived through this to give you some tips along the way. But when I went through each of these, I had to say, oh my gosh, do I belong? How do I build the confidence, and how do I believe in myself so I can be successful? And we'll talk about that. In a personal life, those of you that are parents could be saying, boy, my children are going through elementary school into middle school. That's scary for a lot of people, a big transformation, then obviously high school, college. And for those of you that get your master's degree, or in my case, I got an executive certificate from the Wharton School of Business instead of master's. Again, personal life, you're single, you become a parent, you start to have your kids go off on their own, and then you eventually retire. And so how do you go through each of these journeys? We're going to talk about that and why it's so important. When you do that, you're belonging, you're building and believing. Finally, life is a team sport, and we all get influenced by a lot of things. So in many cases, choose may be the wrong word, but you do have a family, the employer you go to work for, the colleagues that you associate with, the community you decide to live in, the activities you participate in, and the friends you associate yourself with. The other part of this that you don't control but has influence and impact on how you feel, the government, what's happening in education, the businesses around you, religious around you, the media, the arts, what health services you have, and quite frankly, even some sports teams can influence where you go and what you have. We're going to explore this whole idea of human transformation. So if you are listening to this and you're curious about it or you're interested in it, and ultimately want to be a better human being, a better community leader at work, at home, or in your community, this is for you. Again, exploring human transformations. We'll have lots of guests coming on here, and I'll have lots of content through my own experiences to share. And I thank you for listening. Take care, everybody. 'Cause this is